Hi, FlossTube.
Hi, FlossTube.
This is Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is Just Keep Stitching, episode 34.
3 plus 1 plus 10 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 2 plus 3 is 34. Cause math.
Cause you really don't need to trust her on the math, because obviously we royally screwed up on the episode numbers and caused a little bit of confusion in that we were announcing a giveaway.
Sorry.
But it's all good because
No fear.
we got all the comments from episode 32 and episode 33.
Yes.
So, sorry, not sorry. And here we go with 34.
We're kind of sorry because we really messed it up.
No, we don't apologize for anything.
Well, math. Okay, whatever.
Well, maybe math. But anyway.
Sorry that math exists, basically.
So,
Hello. Welcome to
Hi.
our channel for all those new people that have arrived.
actually, yes,
What?
because we are now up over 2,600 subscribers.
Subscribers.
Okay.
So many of
So, welcome everybody that's new. If you want to binge watch us, have fun with that.
Yep, good luck.
I think you can jump right into the middle, though. I really don't think
But
that.
we're fun if you go back. There's some good
Yeah,
ones
you
back
can
there.
see how
See the
far
Pam
we've
and-
come.
Pam and Steph show evolve.
Yeah, really. So anyway, I'm gonna sneeze. I think. Hold on.
Wait for it. If your kids are asleep, mute your TV because it'll wake them up. Just
I'm
saying.
good for the moment.
Yeah. Cause
All right, whips.
Okay, ready.
Jumping right in.
You're first this week.
Um,
I was like, do you not know what?
no,
it is?
here's another minor correction.
Oh yeah. Tell them from last week.
Lots of people, when I said last week that I had no whips, thought I had no whips.
At all. Like
all.
that didn't exist.
That is not true.
No.
I have a lot of whips, but I didn't have any whips that showed any progress from the prior week's period of time.
She has 16 whips.
But I have plenty of whips. I'm never whipless, and that includes Canada Sampler, which I do plan to get back to. But anyway, I do have some whips this week. These are whips that I am happy to show progress on from the prior week.
Right. So that's what we
Because
do.
that's how we roll.
Right.
On the
Yes.
on Just Keep Stitching channel.
Yes.
Okay, so little backstory. I received an Instagram message from a person who is following me named Cheryl, and she lives. I'm still dealing with the sneeze. So,
No, I can see it coming. It's
oh, I
terrible.
hope you don't see it coming.
No,
Anyway.
ew. I mean, I can see it on your face.
Okay. So Cheryl, Portland, Maine. Don't want to
Out you.
out
Or
you.
anything.
Anyway, of course, everybody knows I'm from Portland, Maine. So I was excited to hear from her, and she wanted to know. This was before Christmas, I think.
don't
And
know,
she
your
wanted to know if
message.
I would be interested in doing a stitch along with her, a sal with her. And I said, yeah,
Why the hell
sure, why not? So I said, did you have a particular design in mind? And she suggested a couple of crickets. One was Voyage Home, and one was Beachy Mood. Okay.
It
So
is
I
Voyage
said,
Home, by the way. Last week we didn't
Yes.
know if it was
Yeah,
Voyage.
it is
Journey.
Voyage Home.
It's Voyage.
and it has a quote or a line on it from Nathaniel Hawthorne. So anyway, I said, well, those are great choices. As it turns out, I have stitched and I have framed Voyage Home already, but I do have Beachy Mood in my stash, and I think that would be fun. So we agreed that that was what we did. So it got to be 2 or 3 weeks ago, I guess, and I thought, I haven't heard from Cheryl. I hope she's still interested. So I sent her an Instagram message and I said, are you still interested in doing Beachy Mood with me? And she said, yeah, I didn't want to bother you. Bother me. Are you kidding me?
She's
just
retired. Like,
yeah, right. So,
I bother her. Like, nobody else can bother her.
so anyway, I said, oh, no problem. And she said, okay, I think I have an idea for some fabric and so forth and so on. So we together went through our fabric, and I found a real nice piece of even weave, and it's very different from what the picture shows on the pattern. And but we pulled all the floss, and aside from maybe a couple of changes at the most in floss colors,
If that.
I think it's going to be kind of cool. Okay. So then we had another little discussion, Cheryl and I, about the fact that above the E on the word beach is a pelican. Now, you may not know this, but we don't have pelicans in the state of Maine.
None.
So Cheryl said that she is going to pursue or look into or get a friend to chart her some, I thought it just went out of my head, the name of the bird. Hold on. Plovers, which are those little birds that kind of trot along the water
those
line.
ones.
You know, those ones. You might know them as sandpipers, or maybe sandpipers is related. They're not really the same bird, but you know the idea.
Right.
Okay, so
Look up plover. Do the Google.
do the Google. So anyway, she's going to pursue that, and it's nothing that we have to decide immediately.
Right.
I kind of thought initially that I would go with perhaps a clamshell that was sort of opened as they often are when you find them, or certainly after you've cooked them,
Right.
as in steamers. But anyway, so Steph and I got talking, and I was thinking that maybe we could modify this, that huge beak and so forth that's in the pelican, and kind of
It'll make sense when you see them.
yeah, I know, reshape it in terms of a clamshell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I was kind of settled on that, and then Stephanie had a concern that whatever we jerry-rigged would not look like a cricket pattern.
Yeah.
Plus,
Because it has a distinct look to it, and I didn't
Correct.
want, not that she wouldn't be able to do it, but I wanted it to still have that Cricut Collection feel to it.
correct. So, plus another idea that I had in relationship to another shell was there are several other shells in the design. So we really didn't need another shell. Okay.
Yeah.
So Steph went up. We don't have it displayed now because it's kind of summary. But I also had stitched A Summer Place by Cricut Collection.
We like Cricut Collection.
We really like Cricut Collection. And it has kind of an area on the design where there are kind of waves and then little sailboats on the horizon, on the water,
Behind
in a
the
distance.
house, yeah.
And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to borrow that Cricut motif, if you will, and have the ocean waves and a sailboat resting on the waves on the top of the E in beach. Okay, so let me show you the pattern so you know what the heck I'm talking about.
Right. She should have started with that, but that's just me.
Okay, so this is the design, if you will, and the pelican is right up here, and he's kind of grayish brownish, and he's sitting there with his beak on and his yeah.
So you can see where she would think a shell would be fine there.
Right, but there's all kinds of shells all over this thing, okay? So what I'm going to do is at the top of this E, when I get to it, because I'm really actually over here now, stitching, is I'm going to have these waves and a little sailboat. I don't want it to be overly high, because it would be out of proportion with everything else in the chart, okay? You got it? Okay.
Good.
So,
Get it, got it, good.
I have started. And we're not in a race. There's no race going on.
There's no deadline.
There's no deadline.
Start date, it was just like,
Right. So this is the even weave. It's kind of a, I guess it would call slate blue. And
that looks great, Pam.
And I've got the A and the starfish and the flip-flops and the sandcastle with the flag and then the start of the C in beach. And this is the bottom of the crab that's resting in the bottom curve of the sea. As you can see, I've discovered I have 2 seagull needle minders. Like, I can't get enough.
So many seagulls.
Somebody on Instagram said put a seagull up at the top in the area where the pelican is, because there's a heck of a lot of seagulls, especially at Old Orchard Beach. Well, there's a heck of a lot of seagulls everywhere on the coast. And
Well, we'll just put needle minders on instead.
but anyway, there are also already 2 seagulls in the original design,
Right.
so I didn't need a 3rd seagull. But anyway,
I think it just pops off that fabric. That's just me, though.
so I'm pretty happy with the progress. But this is a sale with from Cheryl in Portland, Maine, and having a good time with it. So that's one of my whips.
Hashtag Beachy Mood Sal.
Yeah, Beachy Mood Sal. If you have it or have another, beach design that you're working on,
Do the hashtag.
join up with us. Yeah. Okay. So that's one of my whips.
They're a fun group of girls. So.
And I guess since last week's video,
because we talked about it for our plans.
oh yeah, we thought it would be fun. Kind of not being fully aware of what was going on Stitch Mania, but we thought at least the 2 of us would do a new start for the Olympics, starting with Friday night's opening ceremonies.
Yep.
And so we thought of different topic choices, like
Patriotic for Team USA,
Right.
for winter because it was the Winter Olympics, or any sports related patterns. So sports was kind of like not really our thing, but Mom has lots of figure skating patterns because she likes ice skates. Not like figure skating, but ice skates. So so we looked through our respective stashes, and we explained this a little bit last week too.
Right.
But we looked through both of our stashes, and we discussed with one another, and Mom went the patriotic route.
Right, so that's my other whip.
Right.
So I chose a Bent Creek, and there was a whole series of these called Photo Booth, and I've already found another one that I need to get. But this is called Flags and Friends, and I think I showed it last week. Yeah, we did talk about this last week. Okay. So every time we have the Olympics on, we stitch on these.
Yep.
That's the idea.
Slash, I just can't put mine down, so I just stitch on it all the time.
And there's 4, as you could see, there's 4 shots of the film. And
like in a
they
photo
kind of
booth.
tell a little short story that's kind of funny and whimsical and cute.
Hysterical.
And so I finished, last night, this is the 2nd shot down in the strip, in the film
Is the
strip.
second one down? Oh, yeah, okay.
Yep, because I started in the middle.
Oh.
So somebody asked me this morning, is that a pipe in his mouth? No, it's his grin, and his grin will change as the story goes along. So stay tuned. So that's my other whip, is my Olympic start. And I didn't work on anything else, but I do have whips. But I didn't work on any besides these 2.
She's got 15 other ones.
Yeah.
So
Plenty.
don't worry, people. She's got whip. Don't send your whips to us.
Okay, so
'Cause
what
we
are
got
you?
plenty.
Yeah. So what are your whips?
So, well, since you just talked about your Olympic one, I'll show that first.
Okay.
So, I, however, do not have. I mean, I don't really have any ice skating patterns because I know Pam would rather have them. So, I went, and I don't have any sports ones because I don't do that. So, I went the winter route, and I went with the Trilogies pattern called Giggly Wiggly's Penguins. Now, this is the chart.
Yeah, which you showed last week.
Yeah, and there was a whole series of them, kind of like the photo booths Mom just showed. And so this is on the back, there's the snowman, there's one with there's one with reindeer, but they're all winter ones. So this is the Giggly Wiggly's Penguins. And, I was like, I don't know if I said this last week, but I said in my first, Friday post for day 1, I was like, my goal is to get 1 penguin done a day, because the Olympics are 2 weeks long, so if I get a penguin done a day, then, that would be cool. And now I have 5 penguins done. It's day 3 of the Olympics. So, I actually have 1, 2... Yeah, I have 5 penguins, almost 6 done. Oops. And we haven't even started watching the penguins. Haven't even started watching the Olympics yet today.
Penguins are on another channel.
Right, yeah, the Animal Planet. And this does count as, because look, he's on skates. So, what's been really fun is, so there's 12 of these little MFers, right? So, I was like, I'm going to name them all, because I'm ridiculous. So, I started in the middle, because we're middle starting people. So, I started with this guy, right here. Okay, look at his little face. So, I decided to name this one Pyong, and this one Chang. So, Pyong Chang, right? Get it? So, then, I even, so this is my notes, right? So, look. So I wrote the numbers 1 through 12, and as we're watching the Olympics, I keep going down, and like I'm like, oh, like that person. You know how they like do little stories about people and like give you a background and stuff. So I've been like playing with that, and I'm like, well, which person can that be? Well, so I decided to name this one at the top, this very very top one, Goldie, for the gold medal, because he's at the very top of the pedestal, and then these two I have not named yet. So that's 2 and 3. And number 4 is named for Red. And I don't remember his last name. But he does the snowboarding. And he was the first person to win a gold medal for the U.S.
Any medal.
And, no, well, it was first gold.
Yeah, but it was also first medal.
Yeah. And so he won yesterday. And he was amazing.
Yeah.
But he got the first gold, and because this guy's scarf is red, I decided to name him Red for that, which is appropriate. Then number 5 is not named yet because he's unique, so I have to come up with something. So this guy right here, I went to Google Translate, and I looked up penguin, and I can't pronounce that. And then I went and did like, I don't know, I did a bunch of things. And then so I tried put in the word stitch in English to see what it translated to in Korean. And stitch in Korean is tatam. So there's 2 T's, it's T-T-A-M, so tatam. So basically Tom. So this guy's name is Tom for stitch in Korean. And then you got Pyong, and then you got Chang. And then this guy is not named yet. Haven't figured him out yet. I'm going to see somebody with a funky hat on, and that's going to be his name. And then this penguin, his name is Gepper. And he is a downhill skier. And I don't know what his first name is, but that's his last name. And he is actually from southeastern Indiana. And they did one of those stories on him, and they even talked about him on our local news because he's from southeastern Indiana, and where he goes to practice skiing is at Perfect North Slopes, which is like maybe 40 minutes from our house. Like, there's really nowhere to downhill ski in Cincinnati, but Perfect North. And so I was like, oh, it's a local kid, so I named this one. Plus, like, when he's flying in the air, they kind of look like that. And then number 11, I have not named yet. Number 12, his name is Mommy. Because you all know her. She is the speed skater and from the U.S. And I think she just turned 18. She has a smile for days. Her personality is infectious, and I just love her. And she skated yesterday and got second, but it was like it was in the rounds.
Placement.
Yeah, it wasn't for a medal yet. Right. So she's for someone we were watching. So I named all 12 of these penguins because I can't help myself.
Mommy Biney.
Yep, Mommy Biney. So I'm sure that those are all names that you all have recognized to some degree, but. Right. This is my progress. So I'm using a lot of the called for colors, except the white is supposed to be whitewashed, and I'm using grits instead. By weeks. The orange for their beaks and for their feet is supposed to be sweet potato by weeks, and I am using clockwork by weeks. The red up here in Red's scarf is supposed to be Cranberry by Gentle Arts, and I am using Cherry Wine by Gentle Arts. So just stuff that we had. And then, like, the penguins' coats are actually different. So this guy's coat down here, his coat, that's Chang. So Chang's coat is in Onyx by weeks, and then Pyong's coat is in Swamp Water by weeks. And these go so fast. I mean, like, I can't even help myself because they're so stinking adorable. And I'm stitching this on, I call it a 32 count mystery / unknown linen because I have no idea what the name of it is. But it's like, it kind of looks like,
Raw?
Well, raw.
Natural?
No.
I don't know.
What's that other stuff? It's lamb's wool.
Oh.
Is kind of what it looks like, but it's like ridiculously soft. So that's why I'm not taking out the Q-snap, is because it's like Weeks fabric, and then it's very flimsy to put in. So these are my penguins. And so if you all are on Facebook, there is a in Stitch Mania, there is a event within the Stitch Mania group, and it is called like the Winter Olympic stitching. And the hashtag that's being used is hashtag Winter Olympics Sal 2018.
Right.
And so there's a bunch of different routes that people can take. Like you can do a different whip a day. You can have a new start every day. You can. I heard Michelle, hi Michelle, talking about like there's one event where you could go and you only stitch. You stitch on all your whips, but only in the colors of the Olympic rings. So black, white, blue, yellow, and red. Right.
I guess, yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not.
Whatever. But anyway, so there's a bunch of different ways to do it. So, but everyone's welcome to use the hashtag. So, hashtag Winter Olympics Style 2018.
Right.
And then my other whip is, as you all know, we are doing one Christmas ornament a month, one Halloween ornament a month, and one monthly series a month. Well, not a whole series, but you know, one part of it every series. So anyway, Pam's been done for like 6 weeks now for February, because she's an over friggin' achiever. Me, it's February, so I'm stitching on my February ornaments. And this is from the 2017 Just Cross Stitch Ornament issue. And this is by Kathy Haberman from Hands On Design, and it's called Joy. So, it's, oi! So, and I'm stitching this on 30 Counts Liberty by Weeks Dye Works. So, all the colors are called for, except for the blue is supposed to be something, and I went with Capri from Weeks Dye Works. It's the same damn thing, so it don't matter. But it's stitching up really fast. Like, I literally did like almost this whole O and most of this bottom border like in a day and a half. So, oi. So, oi.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. We kind of skipped over a little bit of what we've been doing this past week, but we did go to Friday afternoon.
Stitching. It's not a
stitch in, flash, whatever you want to call it.
Everybody come and stitch.
It's just a smaller group of people. We were at the shop most of the afternoon. We saw a few of the
Tina,
regulars,
and Lisa, and Judy.
Yep, and Vi, and
and Barbara,
a few other people came in, and we
and
Jean. And we love to see Jean and Nancy because I think we can go out on a limb and say that both of them are stitchers. In fact, Jean is a two-handed stitcher, and guess why that comes so easily to him? He's a dentist. Isn't that great? And they possibly, good chance, they are our only married couple coming to StitchCon.
As stitchers.
As stitchers. Yeah, so, like not hauling the spouse around for ha-has. They're both coming as stitchers. So isn't that fun? They're local, and we love seeing them. And Nancy and I could talk till the cows come home.
Oh
right,
my
Nancy?
God, can they ever get away from each other?
So anyway,
I'd like to eat it sometime in my life again, Pam.
Yeah. Anyway, so Jean and Nancy came in, and that was fun, and we had a nice afternoon. So we kind of skipped over mentioning that.
Sorry, we forgot to mention that.
Right.
Oh yeah. So that was our whips.
Yep. And Stephanie has a finish.
I do. So, y'all have seen this if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. And I don't even think I showed this in last week's video because I didn't. Because I started working on it last Monday night when we watched The Bachelor. Because I want to say The Bachelor. Because I like trash reality TV. Okay? When I'm not watching FlossTube, I'm watching trash reality TV. And so this is my Halloween ornament for February 2018. And it is from the 2013 issue of Just Cross Stitch magazine. The Halloween issue, whatever that is. And like, I think it's October or whatever. And it is this one. So it is called Trick or Treat Bee. And it's designed by Mosey and me. Okay, now I made some changes because I have to show you a picture. Hold, please. because Mosey and me typically does not chart in overdyes. So, you're probably like, what is that all about? Well, I am one of those evil cat owning people that like to dress my cats up in costumes on Halloween. Now, I have 2 cats. Mosey, or Mo. She's my older cat. She hates costumes. She, like, you put it on her and she just collapses and she's like, I cannot move. I don't know what's happening. Why is this on me? I get away from me. I hate you.
If you want Mosey to move, put a suit on her.
Right.
I mean, to stay still, put a suit on her.
Exactly, because she's like, I can't function at all on my cat. Or Muffin, however, she will fight you to the death to put it on her. But you put it on her and she's like, I look pretty. And then she walks around the house, and then she sleeps in it for like 2 or 3 days after Halloween. Okay. So this one time, that happened.
That's Mosey with a bee suit on.
That's Muffin.
I mean Muffin with a bee suit on.
That's Muffin with a bee suit on. Do you see the resemblance? So, when I saw this pattern, I was like, I have to stitch that because I'm a Muffin. So, I was talking to Heather. Hi, Heather. One of our good stitch friends, when I was talking about this, and she was like, because it's originally charted for the body of the cat and the face and stuff to be in this yellow color, not the same yellow as this, but a lighter yellow. And she was like, why don't you just do it in an overdyed gray to match Muffin? And I was like, you're a genius. Mind blown. So, the gray in this is called Barn Gray by Gentle Arts. And I like the little stripes that it gets because it's overdyed. But, yeah. So, my February Halloween ornament is donezo.
Right.
Finished.
So, are we going to do mail call next?
Is that what's on the notes, Pam?
Well, I'm just thinking.
Okay. Well.
So
we're
it's
back.
time for mail call.
Mail call! All together, that we prepare you so you can do it with us as a group activity.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Whatever.
Anyway, what do we get in the mail?
We got,
Stephanie?
I know that Michelle showed hers. Who else showed theirs? Somebody else did. I don't know who it was. Because they're bad. But we got 2 pink envelopes in the mail.
Yes, we have.
From, this is not straight above me. There we go. From, oh, I lost mine. Oh, please. From Danielle. I was like, why can't I think of her name? Stitcherista. And she was so sweet and kind. And she sent out Valentines to a bunch of stitchy friends, and it wasn't anything big, grandiose. It was just a really nice, sweet gesture. And thank you so much, Danielle, for taking the time to like do that. We did Christmas cards this year, and that was a lot. And so even we know how much time and effort it takes to do the small things and to put things in envelopes and ship them out. Yes. So this was mine, so they're very appropriate. They're little Valentines. Look at that cat with a tattoo. I really wish this was a cat applicable tattoo. Like I could put this on my cat because I would if I could, but I can't because she has fur all over. But isn't that cute? And it says, "You're Meowvelous." And then it says, "Happy Valentine's Day." And then it comes with like 75 instructions on how to put the tattoo on. Like, hi, I know how to put a tattoo on. And then she sent me.
Did not get a Valentine?
Yeah, it's in your pile, but you're apparently not wanting to show it to the people.
Sorry, I'm here.
Yeah, Get with it, Pam. Come on.
Don't leave without me.
Okay. So, and then she sent a skein of 666 for bright red. Michelle, I think, said that was like Danielle's signature color. I didn't know you had a signature color. Do we all need special?
We know you're a little devilish, Danielle.
I do.
Anyway.
But, yeah, so we're fresh up on the 666.
I got a cat tattoo as well, because I'm the cat grandma. And I got my own skein of 666.
Which would be very handy, because in the Canvas sampler, there's lots of 666.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I need 666
so thank
a lot.
you, Danielle.
Yeah, very sweet.
So cool. Thank you for that.
Thank you,
then what day was this that we were sitting at home? Well, we sit at home a lot of days, but
we heard the doorbell ring.
yeah, and we were like, "Who the
when
hell
our
is
doorbell
that?"
rings, I think the worst. Just
Like the
let your
police.
imagination go wild on that.
Or a dancing man with flowers. That's what I was hoping it was.
And it was not
Neither.
your usual carrier.
No,
It was a
DHL.
DHL man.
And me, I'm like, who the hell uses DHL anymore?
Who uses DHL?
But
What do
didn't
mean?
you say that it was international deliveries or DHL?
Not always.
Oh, well, that's how you made it sound the other day.
Not always.
Whatever, that's fine.
But anyway, in the package was, and it was a package, was a lovely note from Romy.
Oh, Romy, that's how you say it.
I'm going to assume it's Romy, of Romy's Creations, who is a cross-stitch design in Italy. Italy.
Yes.
As in, I'll show you this in a second, but there she is.
Yep. And what does the card say? It says that she's on Etsy
Yep.
as Romy's, and that's ROMYS Creations Italy on Etsy.
Right. And I think I know how this got started.
Yes.
We have a subscriber and possibly a Facebook friend as well.
Yes.
At least I do.
I do
Named,
too.
yes. Raffaella Gillespie.
I hope we're saying that correctly.
I hope we didn't butcher that, but Raffaella, who had messaged me a while back because we had obtained a chart, and don't ask me to remember what it is or where it is anymore.
Right. Oops.
But we had mentioned it in a video, and it called for Romy Creations threads. And Raffaella had gotten in touch with us and said, I'm friends with Romy. So if you ever need me to get these threads for you to do that pattern in the called for threads, let me know.
Okay.
So without even waiting for me to hit her up for those, here comes this package carried by DHL
All the way from Italy.
with this lovely package from Romy herself. I'm assuming.
Well, yeah, she signed it, so yeah.
Just as a, there's a lot of little notes in this thing.
Yep.
Notes, little things, which is great. And one of the little notes says that she is going to be at Needlework Galleria in St. Charles, Missouri. We have local friends here who went out to that last year and said, next time we go, Pam and Steph, you need to come with us.
We're like, okay.
So that may be happening.
And then she's also going to what?
She's going to be in Celebrations in Nashua, New Hampshire, which unfortunately is a bad time of year for us to go to New England. But anyway, Romina Petrucci. So
Nice
I'm going to
job.
guess she's female. And so she's on Facebook.
She has
and
a Facebook page called Romy's Creation, so R-O-M.
maybe it's if it's Romina, I'm going to say it's long O.
So Romy.
Yeah,
Romy.
Romy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to say.
All right. So her Facebook page is Romy's, so ROMY_S space creations, and that's her Facebook page.
Right. So she wrote to us and said who she was, and she said, in this package you will also find a
I have the cat.
you have it? Yeah.
So,
You will also find a cat and a heart.
So this is the cat one.
Isn't
Look at
that
that.
cute?
And then this is a little button. Look at the little button.
No, that's what you stitch it on.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Oh,
the
okay.
button that you stitch it on.
Right.
And then
yeah.
see, there's like there's a bead up at the top, so it's kind of like a tassel-y type situation. I don't know.
Right.
Pam's gonna help me with it.
Okay. So this is also what I got, which was a heart. And look, she's got the American flag in a heart. These are little pieces of wood with holes in them that you do the little stitch. I've seen this kind of thing at like Hobby Lobby. But look, 4 different designs on these things. I mean, these would be darn cute, you know, hanging off a tote bag or
You
something?
could make it, with your finished piece, you will have a charm for an original necklace, a scissor fob, a key fob, a bag charm. Just free your imagination.
Yeah.
Free your imagination, people.
So isn't that cute? And there's 2 in here.
Yeah.
And then, so that's the great stuff from Romy.
Well, not all of it.
Plus, hello, look at all this Romy thread. And I'm just going to pull it out of the plastic
So you can see all of
so
them.
you can see the lovely colors.
Because they're all...
And this is,
Don't screw it up, man.
well, she's got all kinds of cute names for these things. And it's so much that I can hardly hold. I can hardly
But
hold.
I want to show them this one. Like, this one is called Enya. And look at that. That's pretty,
And she
ain't it?
does say in the note that these are sold widely in the United States. So it's not like, but ours came from
Romy
Italia.
herself.
Ours came across
The pond.
across the sea. Ooh, look at that one. That one's called
Nougat.
Nougat Blue.
And you can see it's got like some blues and grays in it. It's real pretty.
Pumpkin seed. Have any of you guys tried these? I mean, they just look
They're real
yummy,
pretty.
yummy, yummy.
I want
Ooh.
to show them this one too.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Last one.
Now we're dropping them.
This one's called Confetti, appropriately named. Because look at that.
Yep. And look at
Beautiful.
this one. This one I have a use for. This is called Americana. Look at how pretty that is.
You're bad at showing them.
Well, you've got the light going. Okay.
See?
So a
Miracle.
bundle of Romy threads. And they're all just lovely. And
this
thank
one's
you.
pretty too.
If Romy watches, hello and thank you.
Hi.
If
Thank you.
both Romy and Rafaela are watching, thank you both, ladies.
Thanks for the hookup, yo.
Wonderful, wonderful.
This
Gift.
one's Desert Rose. I feel like you guys like
Yep.
this. I don't know why.
And there's, this is another yummy one. Show
yeah.
this one.
Okay,
Green
this
apple.
one, green apples, plural.
Okay.
See? Pretty.
Yep.
And look at the little tags.
I mean,
with
we
little
have
birds on.
at least 12 or 15 of these things.
Oh my god, if not more.
I know. Now there's something appropriate. Tuscan Experience.
Tuscan Experience.
There you go.
Nice bright green color. And not all of them are strikingly variegated. There's some, I mean, like that Tuscan Experience I just showed you. It's not super variegated, but very, very pretty.
Yeah.
And then there's things like, confetti.
So
That's
by the look
crackly.
and feel of these, they look and feel
They're
lovely.
cotton, yeah.
Lovely. And I
They're
would
not silks,
I
they're
would
cottons.
certainly Romy
What are you doing?
Romy's
Romy'sCreations.com.
no
.it.
.it.
Because it's in Italy.
So there you go. So that was a nice little thing to
the
get in
bag.
the mail.
I need the bag for these.
Yeah, because they're just spilling all over the place.
Yeah, because I don't want to lose them and get them intertwined with all the other threads.
Right. So wasn't that nice? A new thread to try.
Yeah, so we're excited about trying those out and making some substitutions.
Right.
Give me that card too.
Right.
Give me the card.
There you
I'm
go.
in charge. Come on.
All right.
Get it together.
Okay.
And then I got a package and from our friend Janice
in Massachusetts. Right.
And she said that she saw this penny rug and that she thought of me and I just had to have it. And I was like, I totally agree. Wait for this.
Look at that. Isn't that funny and cute and adorable?
It's fun. It's like a wheel.
Yep.
And then, look, it's clearly hand stitched. I mean, come on. And then this is the back fabric. Look at all those paw prints.
Yep. It's adorable.
It's super cute. So, on the, technically it's a sewing machine table, whatever. But it's the side table for where I have my ot light and where I put, it just sits next to where I stitch. And there's a table lamp and it sits in the middle of this.
Right.
So it already fits with my decor.
There you go.
Perfection. Thank you, Janice. It's so pretty, isn't it? Look at the little paws on it. It's so cute.
Yep.
It's so cute. I took it over to the shop on Friday because I've mentioned it thousands of times before, but our driveway is really long, and so when we go to the shop on Friday, we just drive out the driveway and stop and get the mail at the mailbox. And I pulled this out of the mailbox, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" And so I was like, it didn't feel like a pattern, I don't know. So I brought this over to the shop and opened it at the shop, and
everybody was admiring it.
Everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, look at that! It's
Everybody.
so cute! It's so cute!" And I was like, "It's mine, hands off." But it's cute, right?
Oh, it's adorable.
Adorable.
Very thoughtful.
Thank you.
Very thoughtful.
So,
all right, so
and
now
then
we're going to talk about haul.
Mm-hmm. Because, we buy stuff.
Just a few little things. I saw somebody stitch a piece that's called Rest Stop. It's a cardinal sitting next to a lantern, and they were doing it on something.
Lantern.
Yeah,
were they doing it on blue or something like that?
It's a Stony Creek chart, and but did you guys know that of a site called patternsonline.com? Seriously, I had not gone and kind of perused the site in a really long time. It was one of those ones that I played around with and looked like on my lunch hour while I'm eating my tuna sandwich at work, years ago. But don't go by this picture because I don't like it on this colored background, which is kind of a tan. Mm-hmm. But somebody posted maybe on Mania or something.
You didn't show it to Bernoulli long enough. So there you go.
It was done on a dusky gray.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, I knew it was like blue or something.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
Beautiful. And I can't say that I didn't see it before, but I went ahead and paid the whole $4.49.
Because it's a PDF download.
Yep.
So that's why it's Patterns Online. It's because they're all PDF downloads.
Yeah, check it out. Patternsonline.com. Because this obviously didn't originate on that website. It originated as a Stony Creek chart.
Right.
So there's some agreement with publishers and patternsonline.com that they go ahead. And because I have the PC Stitch software, it downloads right to my PC Stitch software, which means that I can, use it on a tablet or whatever, like people do. Yeah. It's very, very handsome on gray. And so I just went ahead. So that's one of my hauls.
Yep.
Then we heard about Brooks Books having a sale. They're apparently going to digitize their whole... Brooke Nolan is going to digitize her whole collection. So
it's all going to be PDF download.
We started exploring, and
so to celebrate that, to explain it to the people, Pam.
You explain it.
To celebrate that, they are having a 50% off all of their digital charts. So for those of you that might not know, all of their charts. So you guys are familiar with like the Alice in Wonderland characters by Brooks Books, right? Andre in Colorado's doing them. Michelle Benny Stitchy, she's doing them. You guys, I think that's probably the most commonly known one. Well, you can go on to Brooks Books Etsy site or store, and you can either purchase them as hard patterns, and she will ship them to you, or you can you can get it as a digital download. And so their end game is, what I'm assuming, is to go through all of their, sell off all of their hard patterns and just make everything digital. So, which is cool. And so all of their digital downloads right now are 50% off. 50. Correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So we went on there and perused, and Pam saw some things she had to have, and I saw some things I had to have. Are you looking for number 2? Because I have it.
Oh,
because
I was looking for number 2. Okay, so there's a series that she did back in 2015 called Patriotic Picnic. Hello, Patriotic Picnic.
Pam's the going.
Right here. And they're little things that I think you could stitch on perforated paper. Mm-hmm. And then
that's what it's called for, to be
and then display them in some fashion, but
make them in ornaments.
There's 3 groups of little small patterns, and they all revolve around picnic and patriotic and thank you, I'm there. So this is group number 1, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep. strawberry shortcake and the firecracker.
Cute little things.
Firecrackers.
There's this one's called and you get a recipe. You get a recipe for each group.
So you get a strawberry shortcake recipe with this.
Correct. And then group 2.
So I counted group 2 as my haul because I like the s'more in this one.
Oh yeah.
So this is group 2.
Look at that.
And the s'more right here. Look at her. She's so cute. And
With
this
the
ladybug.
marshmallow in the middle. Oh
Love
my
it.
God.
And then, and then you get a recipe for us. It says Tina's graham s'more recipe. So
Yes,
I'm going to
please.
have to try that out. See how it's different than smashing a marshmallow on chocolate between 2 graham crackers. But it is called for it to be done on 14 count antique brown perforated paper.
Right.
So,
And I think they'd be adorable.
oh yeah, absolutely. But I think making them into ornaments would be cute too. Just saying.
Yep.
And then
this is called group 3, and it's got a ice cream,
I love Uncle Sam.
popsicle. Look at that, Uncle Sam, a firecracker. I mean, hello.
Cute.
So we got those at 50% off.
I mean, you can't beat that though. Like
And,
you literally can't beat that.
And then Steph got something off of the internet.
I did. Hold on, I'm trying to get these together here. Give me a second. Paperclip. Well, this is also from Brooks' sale as well.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
And this is called the Bewitching Bridget Hat Ornament. And I've never seen this before, and I look at Brooks Books' Etsy store like at least once a week. So, but this is just really cute.
Yeah,
Look at that kitty. Look at that.
look at that.
So I think like what you do, we just printed off the cover pages to show you guys, but I think that like what you do is you stitch like the wings are on separate pieces of paper, and the pumpkin is on separate, and the cat's on separate, and then you kind of like glue them together. Or
Well,
something.
like a lot of her witches. That,
Yeah, exactly.
And her
Yeah,
Santas and her.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but she also uses memory thread as well, which I think is super cool. But anyway, and there's beading and stuff like that. But I just love this, and plus it was 50% off, so I can't beat that. 50. And then was that all of your haul you did? Okay.
That was all Brooks Books.
And the sale at Brooks Books' Etsy site goes until the 15th. So if you see that and you're like, I want to go to the picnic
that's the end of the week.
So yeah, right after V-Day. So
Correct.
right. And then we had somebody leave a comment on our last video, and they said something about, have you seen the Halloween ornaments that were published by Snowflower Diaries? Now, back along maybe like a month or so after I started stitching, I went to the Snowflower Diaries website and I downloaded all of their Joyful World. Thank you.
There you go.
Joyful World calendar series.
Right.
But I haven't really been back since because the last blog post she had was like 2016. So I just kind of thought that she was done blogging and whatever. But I wanted, when this woman said look at her Halloween ornaments, I went to the website, and right along the side of the column, if you go to Google and type in Snowflower Diaries,
Right.
it'll pop up.
Right.
But along the length of the
Sidebar.
thank you, is a bunch of patterns. If it says free next to it, then you just click on it, you can download and print it. So I saw this, and she has a whole series of them that came out in 2013, and they're different witches. So she has a summer, fall, spring, and winter witch, and this is the winter one. And I just think that's adorable.
Yeah, it's cute.
And like the summer one, she's got like a beach ball back here or something. It's really funny. So I think that's cute. So if I stitch this, does this count as Christmas and Halloween?
I don't know.
I think it's just
We'll
Christmas.
have to decide.
Whatever, it's fine. And then I went on Stash Unload, and well, that's not true. I mean, I did, but I should just tell you the story. So I originally saw this pattern, a pattern, in the it was being shown on Priscilla and Chelsea's channel. And I know a lot of those chalk on the home, seasoned in chalk, that stuff really doesn't appeal to me. But there are a few of them that I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll stitch that. Like the one that Helen, East Coast Crafter, just did with the reindeer. I think that's really cute. And then this one. And come to find out that it was, they said in their video that it was in the 2016 Special Collector's issue, the Halloween one from Just Cross Stitch. I looked through our stash, we didn't have it. It's about the subscription that we'd gotten, and it wasn't in that. And I was like, where the hell is it? So, luckily, someone on Stash Unload was getting rid of a lot of magazines, and one of them happened to be the 2016 Special Collector's issue Halloween. And I was like, $5? Yes, please. So, the one that I got this for is the Seasoned in Chalk Art Halloween one. And this is what it looks like. So this is Priscilla's chalk art, and then this is the stitched piece. And I just love it. I mean, it's not, I don't know, I just think it's really cool. I really, really love it.
It's a happy pumpkin.
It is. It's very jolly. So, and then...
Good issue.
You see these tabs? Holy hell.
Good issue, by the way.
So, I perused through them, and I marked my pages because I'm smart. This is from Ink Circles, and it's called The Pumpkin Tree. Look at that. Look at him. He's cute. For me, he doesn't really like owls, but I think that's really cool. Plus, it just doesn't, I mean, I could tell it was ink circles, but it doesn't look like, you know, their normal stuff. And then, this is from Needle Bling Designs, and it's called Tonight is Halloween. Voices whisper in the trees, tonight is Halloween. Love that.
Look at that.
That's
Graveyard.
striking.
Tombstones.
Yeah, but almost whatever. And then, oh my gosh. This is like the pièce de résistance after the Seasoned in Chalk. This is the Trick or Treat Pals from the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, and I almost lost my shit when I saw this in this magazine. Look at those, guys. Love it. And in case you're wondering, that fabric is Cauldron from Picture This Plus. I don't know if I'm going to stitch it on that fabric, but I love that so much. That's my favorite, that mummy costume. So, like, winning,
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
for, like, basically, long story short, I paid $5 and I got 4 really awesome patterns out of it.
Exactly.
So, 2016 cat issue.
Correct.
So, that is all of the haul for this video.
Oh my God.
You
You know what that means.
Do you know what that means?
It's
I do.
giveaway time. Okay. We are now up over 2,600 subscribers. How the hell that happened, I don't know.
People like us, Pam. Get over it.
So we have been reading and dissecting and recording all the comments. And like I said at the beginning of the video, we caught the ones on video 32 in case our instructions were misleading.
Right, because we did say to leave a
We
comment on
said
video
32,
32,
but we really meant
33,
last
but
week's, which
either way.
was renumbered 33. So
Correct.
Anyway, moving forward with life.
Right. We got y'all entries, so don't worry.
So you had to tell us
Why you wanted the bag.
why you wanted the bag. Oops. Okay, I'm on it.
I just shook the camera, didn't mean to. So, just in case anyone, is new here, sorry that you don't get to enter.
This is our 2,000 giveaway, and we're already up to 2,600. How does that happen? This is what we're giving away as the Pam bag.
Team Pam.
Clear plastic. Beautiful star fabric. Kind of a, I don't know what you call that. Gingham. Kind of smells like Jan's perfume.
That's not gingham, by the way.
I know, but it's just a nice...
It's a nice red, white, and blue pattern.
Yeah.
And then mine, I wanted to say that some people, like you were giving yourself all sorts of credit last week by saying, well, people, it's just red, white, and blue. Like, it doesn't scream USA, USA, USA all over it. But we had someone that said that they wanted it to remind them of all their stitchy friends in America, or that it reminded them of Pam. And some people that just like stars. And I was like, there you go. So, and then...
I'm smarter than the average bear.
Or not. So then, mine was this cat bag. So this is the front. Oop. Same clear plastic front, as you can tell from the glare. And these are little balls of yarn on the inside, and then this is the back fabric.
So unintentional, whatever, focus or attraction of your bag was
the Kathy Baird Good Intentions chart. So
that wasn't where I was going.
Oh.
Where I was going was the inside fabric is
balls of yarn.
Balls of yarn, and we have a lot of subscribers
who are multi-crafting
who are multi-crafters,
and they liked it because of the yarn.
Because they knit.
And I was like,
who'd have thought?
But also because I mentioned last week that I was going to be putting my the extra duplicate pattern that someone sent for the giveaway.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So, of Good Intentions. So, Mom was like, you don't have any real friends. And I was like, people like my bag, Pam. I want to say
you weren't voting for her or I. You were voting asking for either bag. Plus, you're not just going to get the bag.
Right.
Okay? You're going to get goodies in the bag.
So we went through all of our charts that we would like to potentially give away at some point that we're done with. I mean, this is the bag of the charts that we have. There's the Good Intentions. There's a Lizzie Kate's in there. Just
good stuff.
You.
Plus, we're going to put some gadgets in there that we've talked about. Some notions that we like. So it's going to be big.
I do have to say, as much as I loved every single person's entry and why you said you wanted it, whether you were a cat mom or you like me because I'm funny, I am, thank you. Or if, you just like because it's pink, I do have to give a special shout out to McKenna.
Yeah.
Because all she said in hers was that she wanted my bag because it has Stephanie DNA on it. That's literally what she said. And she wants anything that has my DNA on it. So, McKenna.
Are you sure?
Some sketchy DNA. So, it came from this one. So, if you, McKenna, don't win this bag, I'm willing to roll on a blanket for you and send it to you. I'm willing to spit in a cup and send it to you. I'm willing to, not wash a t-shirt and send that to you too. Call me. So, just saying. That was my favorite entry.
So we had, for Pam's bag.
Pam won.
Pam's bag.
So ridiculous. I'm watching.
How many people indicated an interest in Pam's bag, you might ask? Let's try 173. Okay, you Pam bag people.
We'll show them the list.
Now you know. Okay, yeah. So there's a numbered list.
And you can see
four.
So you can see everyone's numbered.
Yep. In the order that it was received.
Right. And so
not alphabetical.
You can see that it goes all the way to 173.
Right.
So, there you go. So this is aptly named Pam bag. So,
okay.
So it's 173. Is that what you said?
Right.
Okay.
So 173. So random number generator. Did you do it already?
No, I'm showing the 1 to 170.
No, you're supposed to do 0.
I am?
Yes.
Well, what if it comes up with 0? Then who wins?
You're right. 1.
Thank you.
We hope we're doing it right.
We're doing it right.
We've done this before.
Yeah. 1 to 173. See that? Okay. And then ready? I'm going to hit the button.
Oh boy.
87.
Okay, let me look at my list. Talk amongst yourselves.
87. God.
Can we get a drum roll? On page 2. 87. The winner of Pam's bag with contents is Paula Humphreys. Let me show you.
Wait, let me circle it first so they can see it.
Yep. Right there. Okay. So just so you know, all you people who commented along with Paula.
80, there we go. 87 Paula Humphreys.
Right. So, yep. I'm looking to see who might have been around it, but well, we won't say.
Sorry.
But Paula Humphreys.
Yay!
Get in touch with us.
We will go back and
find your comment, and we'll reply and say something like send your mailing address to this email, and then
we'll go from there.
You lucky son of a gun, you. Paula Humphreys. Okay.
So now to mine.
Yes.
So I did the same thing. Stephanie bag. As you can see, everyone is numbered.
And how many did we have? that wanted.
Not as many as Pam. I have 160 entries.
160. Okay.
So.
Do you want me to take it? Okay.
Yep.
So 1, 2,
160.
160.
So everyone can see.
Mm-hmm.
It's not focused. There you go. 1, 2, 160.
Yep.
Okay.
Here we go.
Ready?
Boom.
151.
151. Let's see.
151 Malibu. Whatever that sounds.
Let's see who that is. Last page.
Ooh.
151.
Ooh.
Die Trin.
Here.
We're going to circle it. Die Trin. You get Pam's. You get Stephanie's.
Be Pam's daughter's bag.
Cat bag.
Stephanie's cat bag.
Die Trin.
There you go.
There you go.
151.
151.
Yay.
And so, Die and lost it already. Paula. We're going to go back, find you gals' names.
Yep.
And then we're going to
ship them off.
Get your mailing address, and then we're going to ship them off. And
thanks for playing, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for playing. This was so much fun.
It was.
First of all, seeing the beautiful bags from Jan.
Yep.
And also deciding on what we're going to put in them. Mm-hmm. And we're so happy that everybody enjoyed entering. We loved all the complimentary comments.
Yes.
We always love the complimentary comments. And some people really had a hard time deciding. And so anyway, we will get those out to our winners ASAP.
Yes, ma'am.
ASAP. And
so thank you to not just all the people that commented and wanted to play, because at the end of the day, I don't really do math that well in my head, but I feel like that's just a slice of the pie in regards to how many subscribers we do really have.
Oh, yeah.
So, that it's exciting to see our subscriber count grow up. And like we've said before, we don't do this to get fans. We don't do it to get subscribers. But it's fun to interact with more and more people every single week.
Correct.
So,
correct.
Thank you all for
There was something
playing.
on Facebook recently that talked about the key to a long life. And the reasons, some of the...
philosophical on us, I don't know.
No, but there were lots of things that you would expect, like eat healthy and exercise, and it was ranked up to the top. Guess what the top one was?
What?
Social interaction. Key to a long life.
Huh.
So, we're
doing pretty well.
We're going to be around for a while, people. So, hang on tight.
Yeah, I hope you're okay with that.
What are our plans for the week?
Well, Thursday is third Thursday of the month. So, any local Stitchers that are like, what the hell are they talking about? Every third Thursday of the month, we meet our Stitchy friends over at the Milford Panera Bread. Off of what state road is that? 128? I don't know. It's probably not 128. I don't know what it is.
I just plug it into the Google.
Me too. But now I'm going to have to look because now I feel like I don't want to misinform anyone. So, oh, it's actually 28. So that was close. It's not 128. It's actually 28. Right next to the Meijer in Milford. So it starts technically at 7. I'll be there by 5 because I'm coming from downtown. So I'm not going to, whatever.
And we eat. And we eat. And we stitch. And last time we had a big group. And some people couldn't make it. So maybe this week it'll be even bigger.
Yep. It'll be fun.
And
we're going to continue to watch the Olympics. And we're going to continue to stitch.
Yes.
If I finish my penguins, then I will come up with something new to start.
Same with me, because I've already got 1 of 4 little squares in my Flags and Friends.
Right.
So if I finish before the closing ceremonies, I'll be working on other stuff. Mm-hmm. But we're going to be watching the Olympics, stitching, going to Panera on Thursday night, going back to the shop probably on Friday afternoon. Duh. Hashtag duh.
Yeah, hashtag obviously duh.
And that's about it.
That's it. That's all we got. So, I don't know how long this video is going to be.
Yep, because we have a lot of things to hitch up, put together.
Hitch up the wagon.
Anyway.
Anyhow, now we're rambling.
Until next time, I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is Just Keep Stitching. Bye.